Madam Chair, Commissioners, Lead Counsel, Assistant Counsel, viewers and listeners, members of the press, good morning. Welcome back again for our daily proceedings of this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and related matters. Without further ado, I have the honor to yield the floor to Madam Chair for our next item on today's agenda. Madam Chair, over to you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I'll call on Honorable Silla to lead us in Muslim prayers and Honorable Joyner to lead us in Christian prayers. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم وبارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد الفاتح لما أغلق والخاتم لما سبق نازل الحق بالحق والهادي إلى صراطك المستقيم وعلى آله حق قدره ومقداره عظيم إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما صلى الله تعالى عليه وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام 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 على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين آمين.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, Amen. Lord God, you are the Alpha and the Omega. We thank you for bringing us to see the new week. We ask that your guidance and wisdom prevail on us so that we'll be able to discern what is being said here. We also thank you for our families, for giving them grace and wisdom also, and for their support in all our doings. We ask that you give them the fortitude to resist all temptations. We also ask that you grant us the fortitude to resist all evils. All this we ask to Christ our Lord. Amen.
Good morning, witness number 1 and number 2, welcome back for continuation of your testimonies before this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and related matters. I want to remind both of you that you are still on the oath before I hand you over to Madam Chair for us to proceed. Thank you. Madam Chair, over to you.
Good morning, Mr. Sonko. Good morning, Mr. Jonga. Council member.
Yes, Mr. Jonga, do you have the evidence of monies received from the Accountant General for the Geology Fund?
Yes, I have a summary of the payments, but I could not see in the statement the payment dated 12 June 2023.
Just tell us what you have.
Yes, the first payment that I have on the 22nd of May 2020, EcoBank amount 7,888,198.17. That is confirmed. The second payment dated on the 24th of January 2021. From the records that was given to me, the bank is EcoBank, but actually it is First International Bank. The amount is $4,745,039.40 butut, which is confirmed. The second payment,
FIB.
yes, not EcoBank has in the records. The third payment received date is on the 12th of October 2021, First International Bank, $1,391,444 is confirmed. The fourth payment received date 27 October 2021, First International Bank, $4,169,708.79 bututs. The fifth payment is 27th October 2022, First International Bank, $5,113,086.3 bututs. The other payment is 17th October 2022, First International Bank, $4,390,191.78. The order payment received date is 29 March 2023, First International Bank, $3,007,753.92 bututs.
Is that all?
Yes, like I said, the final order payment, which was on the 12th of June, is not in the statements.
12th of June?
12th June 2023, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
There was a payment on this date, or you didn't see any payment on this date?
There was a payment on this day, according to the records that was given to me, but I did not see it in the statements.
But these are the payments you can confirm?
Yes, I have confirmed this, yes.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, I couldn't confirm the 12th June payment because it is not in the statement, so therefore...
So you can confirm 7 transactions from the Accountant General's office, correct?
Yes, but I'll be able to confirm the final one if the statement covers the period.
Okay.
Yes, so the statement only covers May, I think, 2023.
Okay.
It's not up to June, yes.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. And that payment is for what date?
12 June 2023.
So, how much do you have in total for the ones you can confirm?
Excluding the 12th June, that's
Yes.
30 million. 30 million, yes, 705,422.09 bututs.
Right. Now, the other question is, you were able to give explanation as to the monies that were paid towards the Geology Fund in relation to the 3 wards that you mentioned the last time, right? And you said altogether was about $11 million plus, correct?
Yes, 3 wards benefited in 2021,
Right.
and the other wards benefited in 2023. Yes, that's
And
correct.
altogether it's $11 million, that's what you said in your statement and your evidence, correct?
Yes.
Good. And now, do you have also the breakdown or the evidence in relation to how the other monies were spent? Just for the ones that you can account, that you have highlighted here, the $30 million.
Yes, the additional payments, yes. I have the records of the additional payments.
You have records of?
The additional payments.
That were done?
Yes.
Towards,
From this fund.
$30 million?
Yes.
Okay, can we see it? Do you have these vouchers?
Yeah, we did the reconciliation at the level of the finance unit, so we've arranged all the vouchers.
So you have these vouchers?
With regards to the withdrawals, yes, and check issuance.
I apply to tender the following documents. The first is a letter from the Cameroon Area Council addressed to the Permanent Secretary, Minister of Lands and Regional Government and Youth Affairs. The subject, acknowledgement of receipt of money of payment of 20% sand mining royalty generated from quarrying operations for the period January to June 2020. The date of the letter is 20th of October 2021. It's an FI bank financial transactions for the amount of $1,391,444. And also another FI bank transaction, the 26th of October 2021, for $4,109,708.79 bututs. We have another letter from the Brikama Area Council addressed to the Permanent Secretary on the 27th of March 2020, acknowledging 40% quarrying operations royalty payment.
So, sorry, the 40% is an error. If you look at there's a letter that is attached from Geology. It should be 20% instead of 40%. But you will see an attachment of the letter from Geology clarifying the error of the 40%.
Okay. So you wrote to the, okay, you have a letter from Geology Department
Yes.
addressed to the CEO
Yes.
on the 1st of June 2020, stating that the 40% is an error, yes?
Yeah.
And it should be 20%.
Yes.
Yeah, so, but let me just read as it is, together with the letter seeking to clarify or correct the issue of the percentage. On the 27th of May 2020, the letter from the Brikama Area Council addressed to the Permanent Secretary, and the chairman was copied, Permanent Secretary, this was the Director of Finance copied of the Brikama Area Council, and the Director of Geology Department. And we have evidence of payment from EcoBank. And a letter from Geology Department addressed to the Chief Executive Officer on the 1st of June 2020 with the subject acknowledgement of 40% quarrying operations royalty payment. This letter seeks to correct the percentage issue in relation to the actual percentage being 20% instead of 40%. these documents to be admitted to evidence and marked as an exhibit. We have another one from the Kama Area Council to the permanent address to the permanent secretary on the 28th of October 2021, acknowledging receipt of payment of 20% of sand mining royalty from the quarrying operations for the period of January to June 2020. So this is the same. You have, these two are the same. You have two letters from 28th of October 2021 for the 20% mining operations for the period of January to June 2020. So it's just a copy of the order, correct?
There's one letter that acknowledges two payments that were received, but the amounts were stayed in the same. I don't know whether if that's the correct one.
Well, let me show you. This seems to be a duplicate. Yes, so it is confirmed that it's a duplicate, so we just admit one of the copies in evidence you marked as an exhibit. In addition, Mr. Jonga, you have a document that you prepared with the heading payments to communities directly affected by quarrying operations West Coast region. So this breakdown is from the money that you've received from the Geology Fund, correct?
Yes.
That is different from the amounts that were directly deposited into the accounts. Is that what you're saying?
No. That is a summary of the payment that is made from the receipts of the sand mining royalty, of the mining royalties, to communities that are directly affected by quarrying operations.
Okay.
Yes.
And this is, what is the total of this amount? Total?
That is the, you'll see that I think 11 million.
This is the 11,
Yes, if you go to the second page, you'll see the total amount, the payment done in 2021 and 2023.
Right.
Yes.
These were paid to the ward development accounts?
Yes.
All of this amount?
Yes.
They are paid to the ward development account?
Yes.
And do we have the correspondence to show that these are from the mining funds?
Those are the correspondence the acknowledgement that I have submitted.
All of this, we have their correspondence that you have submitted?
Yes.
We don't have all of the correspondence. But let me just admit this, and we will now give you the correspondence for each of these payments.
You remember last week I've submitted the payments to these wards.
Everything is recorded. We will now give it to you so that you can, but let me just admit this, and we will now give you the correspondence for each of these payments.
You remember last week I've submitted the payments to these wards.
Everything is recorded. We will now give it to ward, electric expansion, 1 million plus you give us the correspondence for that amount, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
If you need time to, you can do that during the break, when you can attribute each payment to the documents of communication to the wards.
I have submitted the deficit slips, the slips to the wards. I don't know if you could.
Yeah, we'll give it to you. We'll give it to you so that you do the attribution for each of these payments.
Okay, if I have it from the commission, I'll be able to relate them.
All right.
Yeah.
We apply to tender a breakdown of the payments to the communities directly affected by the quarrying operations West Coast region. We also have a document, Mr. Jonga, from the National Disaster Management Agency, addressed to the Chief Executive Officer on the 28th of September 2021.
Sorry, Council. That is with respect to the access routes. Probably, maybe it is mistakenly placed in that file. It should be the file for the access route.
Do you want to remove this?
Yes, please. Yes. No, I want to retain it. I told you it's a different letter. But I want to retain it, please.
You want to?
I want to retain it here. I thought it was the letter about the NDMA counterpart contribution for the Jambarsane route. I want to have it submitted, please.
So, Mr. Jonga, the letter from NDMA, National Disaster Management Agency, addressed to you, the Chief Executive Officer, on the 28th of September 2021 for the retirement of $500,000 in support to 7th July windstorm victims. What has this to do with the Geology Fund?
If you could recall, I did talk about the additional payments that are made from the funds.
These are additional payments that were made?
From the funds, yes.
From the funds?
Yes. So if you see the list, you will see the 500,000 that was paid through NDMA to the windstorm victims.
This to be admitted into evidence and marked as exhibits. The last one is the record of payment of mining royalties from the Accountant General, as the witness have already stated. The total of the payments received as per the recollection of the witness is $30,705,420.69 buttons, to be admitted to evidence and marked as an exhibit.
A letter dated the 27th of May 2020, it has reference BAC/021/A/B. It is addressed to the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Lands, Regional Government and Religious Affairs. It has the subject acknowledgement of 40% quarrying operations royalty payment. This is signed by Mr. Modou Jonga, CEO, and it is copied to the Chairman, Brikama Area Council, PS Ministry of Lands, Director of Finance, Brikama Area Council, Director of Geological Department, and a file copy is maintained. Attached to this letter is a credit advice from EcoBank to Brikama Area Council. It is dated the 22nd of May 2020. The credit advice is 888,198. Mr. Jonga, let me give you this, and please confirm for me whether these are two copies of the same credit advice, because I believe it's the same. These two.
Yes, it's the same.
You remove one of them. The third attachment to the said letter is a letter dated the 1st of June 2020. It has reference GD/143/19 in brackets 20. The letter emanated from the Geological Department, Post Office Road, Canifing. It is addressed to the CEO of Brikama Area Council. It has the subject acknowledgement of 40% quarrying operations royalty payment. It is signed by Abdullah M. Cham, Director. It is copied to the PS, Ministry of Lands, Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Finance and Economic Affairs, the Chairman, Brikama Area Council, and the Director of Finance, Brikama Area Council. A letter dated the 28th of October 2021, it has reference BAC/258/D. It is from Brikama Area Council. It is addressed to the PS, Ministry of Lands, Regional Government and Religious Affairs. It has the caption, acknowledgement of receipt of payment of 20% sand mining royalty generated from quarrying operation for the period January to June 2020. It is signed by Mr. Modou Jonga, CEO. It is copied to the Chairman, Brikama Area Council, Governor West Coast Region, Director of Finance, Brikama Area Council, Director of Planning and Development, Brikama Area Council, and Director of Geological Department, and a file copy is maintained. And attached to this letter is a 98% share from sand mining with a total sum of 1,391,444. It is dated 10th of December 2021. Mr. Jonga.
Yes, ma'am.
Was this deposited by B. Conte? Was this amount deposited at FIB by B. Conte?
No. It's the cashier at FIB who prints out the SIF copy.
I just wanted to confirm. All right, thank you. And the third receipt is dated the 26th of October 2021, and it is the payment of 95.5% council's shares, which total amounts to $4,169,708.79. This is also from FI Bank. The list of payments to communities directly affected by quarrying operations, West Coast Region. The total sum, it is dated 1st of August 2025, and the grand total is 11,872,404.97. And attached to this list is a letter dated the 28th of September 2021. It emanated from the National Disaster Management Agency. It is addressed to the CEO of Brikama Area Council. It has the caption, retirement of 500,000 support to the 7th July windstorm victims. It is signed by Binta C. Jadama, Regional Disaster Coordinator, West Coast Region. It is copied to the Governor, West Coast Region, and a file copy is maintained. And the final document is dated the 1st of August 2021. It is the records of payment of mining royalties. It is addressed to the Secretary Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils, and it is signed by Modou Jonga, former CEO of Brikama Area Council from the 1st of November 2019 to 7th of February 2024, and a file copy is maintained. These documents are admitted together in a bundle as exhibit in evidence, and they are marked as LGC/BKAC/MJ in brackets 1/024.
As the Commission places. Now, Mr. Jonga, we will need evidence of the withdrawals. Sorry, the vouchers, as I've stated earlier. You have listed the various expenditures. We will need the vouchers, the corresponding vouchers for this.
Okay, all right, thank you. I'll do that.
Now, Mr. Sonko.
Yes, please.
Chairman Sonko.
Yes, please.
Where were you when Mr. Jonga was spending the Geology Fund without following the MOU, the direction or the dictates of the MOU?
I believe I should have been in the council by then.
No, not your location in person, but the control, I mean. You are to administer the area council.
Well,
to
I believe
supervise the actions of Mr. Jonga. How come Mr. Jonga could authorize all these withdrawals and just a chunk of this amount was paid in the manner in which it was supposed to be paid? Why were you not in charge, in control as a chairman and as council as well? Why were you not in charge in relation to these various expenditures?
I believe he was the CEO, so he's entirely responsible of the day-to-day financial transactions of the council with the Director of Finance.
And then, so you need not know, he need not report to you. Is that what you're saying?
No, I don't say he shouldn't report to me, but I did not check.
You didn't check?
Yes.
And you were supposed to check?
Again?
Mr. Jonga?
Yes.
Why were you making these various expenditures?
What specific expenditure? Is it the ones that is going to the communities that are directly affected, or?
In accordance with the MOU. So you have the process which you've outlined before the Commission, yes, is that they will submit a proposal, yes, to tell you, yes, they inform the area council, the projects they will embark on, and money will be disbursed, yes, accordingly, yes, to their accounts. They will have to provide accounts, right? Yes. Is that not the case?
Yes.
We expect after that process, there of course should be an audit to see how far they have gone in relation to executing or spending the funds for the benefit of the community.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So you have deviated substantially from that, correct?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
You have deviated substantially from that.
Yes.
Okay. The question now is, why did you do that?
Yes, like I said here on Thursday, our intention at the time, was wrong. If we knew, that was not the right thing to do, we wouldn't have authorized for payments from the funds that are not for the communities that are directly affected by mining operations.
We haven't ascertained yet that the remaining payments were directly from these funds. We have to wait for the vouchers to come. We have to look at the dates that monies were in the accounts, what you were withdrawing, and these monies were not mixed up with other revenue lines. You understand that? That we will do.
Yeah, but
I asked for the vouchers.
Yeah,
but I'm just saying, asking the question, why would you not consult the chairman?
No, I said here, Council, there are times when chairman is consulted on some payments. There are times when he is not.
Why did you not consult the chairman for your departure from the MOU and the guidelines you told the commission, you informed the commission about?
Yes, the deviation is wrong, and I take responsibility for that. But like I said, he is informed of some other payments, and he's not informed of other payments. Probably he wouldn't.
Why did you not inform the chairman of this deviation?
No. Well, I have not informed him about some of the payments. Some of the payments are a deviation, but I have informed him of some payments that are also a deviation from the MOU. Example,
every payment that is not done in line and in the manner in which it is supposed to be done is a deviation.
Yes, that is correct. I agree.
And so why was, before you do that, you have to discuss with your chair, as illegal as it may be, as unlawful as it may be, discuss with your chairman. You have discussed with council. You don't have the authority as CEO, or did you believe at the time you had the authority to do that?
Yes, I think I keep repeating the same thing. I take responsibility for the deviation.
No. Did you think at the time that you had the authority to do that?
No. I honestly, at the time, example for the other payments that I recounted here, the payments towards the road reconstruction, right. The payments towards the windstorm victims, right. Because that is across, the victims are across the length and breadth of West Coast region. Right. So in my thinking, if you have a total of 2,407 households that are affected, right. By a particular disaster, right. Supporting the victims during right. that time, right. Wouldn't have been improper or a deviation. So that was my thinking at the time.
The MOU is clear.
Yeah. Allow me to say this. Allow me to conclude with this.
What you're saying is wrong.
I agree. I've never said I am right.
I am saying the MOU is clear. If you say that your thinking was that, then what would have informed your thinking? Because you have a document with you which clearly outlines how the procedure of disbursing these funds should be. You read it, you understood it, so you could not have been misinformed in thinking otherwise.
I said it's wrong, and I take responsibility for that.
Yes.
But I said this particular payment, right. I have informed the Honorable Chairman that we intend to support the windstorm victims, right. with this amount.
From the Geology Fund?
But that is not justifiable.
Did you tell him it was from the Geology Fund?
No, I cannot recall whether I told him the source of the funding.
Would you have told the chairman that the money that we would be withdrawing would be from the Geology Fund?
I cannot recall that.
So it is safe to say you did not tell him that?
Well, that could be a reasonable conclusion, because I cannot recall honestly. Good. Yeah.
And so unilaterally, the point here is, my point here is, Mr. Jonga, as CEO during this period, could not have been reasonably misinformed by any belief to suggest that what you were doing would have been right at that time. Now you are saying it's wrong, now you know it's wrong, but at that time you were doing it, you knew it was totally wrong. That is the point.
No, at that time, I honestly did not think.
You think it was right?
Yes.
What made you think it was right?
Because these are communities.
No, legally. See, the withdrawal of funds, the charging the accounts, depositing funds in the account, expenditure, these are legal requirements. Yes. You have your financial manual, you have your MOU in this circumstance, you know what the funds are for. If the committee needs money, they need a borehole. You understand that? That's a moral justification, that's an obligation you guys have. But now, how do you get that money is something else different. How do we disburse that money is there are sets of guidelines, regulations that will guide the process, correct?
Yes.
Good. Now, what was informing your decision in this circumstance? What was your guiding tool to think that it would have been right to get the money from Geology Fund?
Yes, I keep saying this. I gave you an example of the concrete road pavement in Brikama that leads to the district hospital, that passed through the district hospital via to Methodist Academy. Now, this particular route was in a very bad state. And then, you know, with that route, you will have access to the health facility. You have access to the Brikama Central Market.
Mr. Jonga, you are giving me the moral justification. You are telling me as to why they need this.
No,
You're telling me as to why it is important.
You've asked me.
Listen to me. I am not asking you why it is important. I'm not asking to you the significance, the importance of having the work that you have done to be done. I'm asking you what did you base your authority on in deciding that you are going to tap from the Geology Fund? Just simple and direct question.
No, maybe your question is more specific now, unlike
Okay,
before.
let's say yes.
Yeah. So, no authority. I did not base it on any authority. I take full responsibility for that.
Good.
Yes.
So that when I said earlier that as at the time you were doing this expenditure, you had no reasonable belief to clearly justify your action that what you were doing was right. You understand that? You did not avow your mind to the MOU. I'll give you the MOU.
I have a copy of the MOU.
Come again?
I have a copy of the MOU, I think.
Good. Go through it. So that you did not...
No, unless maybe I checked in my laptop, but I can have a hard copy.
All right, Mr. Jonga.
I'm not disputing the content of the MOU.
You what?
I am not disputing the content of the MOU.
I know, it's just to guide all of us here now.
Yeah.
The idea that you have the memorandum of understanding from which you should look into, read, and know what these funds are for, which you have done, which you knew the content at the time, that the funds were not meant for the purpose you were spending them, right? Save the ones that you have sent directly to these accounts. The MOU was known to you, the contents were known to you. You comprehend these contents, you understood them. They were very direct, they were very explicit to what this was, to the purpose for which the funds were supposed to be spent, correct?
Yes.
Or is there any ambiguity in this MOU?
No.
Good. So that when you were deviating, you knew at the time that you were deviating, it was wrong to deviate.
Yeah, I never insisted that I...
No, you said you did not know at the time. You said you thought that your action at the time was correct.
Because of the reason that I tried to explain, and then you said those are moral justifications. So beside that, the intention, like I said, the intention, you know, to me was good.
Right.
You see, but then I was trying to explain, and then you said those are moral justifications.
Right.
And I completely understand and agree with you.
Yes.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
So that was what I'm just trying to outline.
Yes.
So why will you, Mr. Jonga, spend money in a manner in which you knew was against regulation, against the law, against the purpose of which it is meant for? Why would you do that?
My justification, like I said earlier, were only moral, so I do not have any other explanation to give counsel.
All right.
Yeah.
So we will wait for the other, the vouchers and the date. So we have the NDMEA, $500,000. Let's just take that as an example. You withdrew that amount from which account? Do you recall?
These are payments that is made from the FIB account.
Do you have the date of the payment?
Yeah, it's on the list of the document that I've given you.
Please show the witness the list.
On the 28th of July 2021.
You gave them a check?
I will have to confirm whether it was a check payment or through RTGS. I will have to confirm that. If you look at the statement, you will see this particular transaction. The FIB bank statement.
So please give the witness the FIB bank statement.
Yes. July 28. Yes, if you look at July 28, you see 5 checks that are issued.
So what?
If you look at the bank statement, July 2021, from 28 July, you see 5 checks.
5 checks?
Yes. That were issued. You see 100,000, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
28th of July?
Yes. (2021).
Where is it? Let me see. Just show me that. Let me have that now. On the 27th, you withdrew $14,000, is correct? Then 28, $100,000, correct?
Yes, those are checks, the 5 checks that were issued to NDMA.
So all these checks were given to MDA?
Yes,
NDMA.
That's the 500,000 for the...
All right. Would you have copies of these checks?
Copies of?
These checks.
Copies of the check?
Yes. And the voucher therein.
What we have is the report of the disbursement from NDMA, and
the report of the
disbursement to the windstorm victims, and then the one that I submitted is the cover page. But what we have is the report. I don't think the check is attached on the reports, but we have the report of the disbursement.
Yes. So we would need the copy of the checks and the vouchers therein. Now, when was you in 2021? When did you last receive info from Geology? 2021. Before July. It was in January 2021, correct? 21st January 2021, right? 1st January 2021. That was the last, these were the last funds you received, correct?
Yes, but...
21st January 2021.
Yes, but on the 24th of June, okay, you said 2021.
Yes, in 2021, the FIB account, before July, your last, the last amount you received would have been in January. You can correct me if I'm wrong. Going by the amount, we have the document, is here. Exhibit LGC/BKAC/MJC 024, where you have the breakdown of the monies that were received. Let me just give it to you. You understand that?
Yes, so you're saying, can you please repeat what
The checks were paid in July 2021.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
July 2021, you paid $500,000 to NDMEA.
Yes.
You said these are monies from the Geology Fund.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
Now, we are trying to justify that.
Yes.
Just using this as a test case for the other payments.
Yes.
Now, when was your last payment before your withdrawal from the Accountant General's office?
It's 21st January 2021.
Okay, good. 21st January 2021, right?
Yes.
How much did you receive?
4,745,000.
Good. By the 31st of January 2021, you were at a minus, were you not?
Unless I have a copy of the statement.
The
please.
account?
The statement, yes.
The statement is here. In January alone,
Yes.
before the month ended,
Yes.
you were already at a minus.
We were minus on the 28th, yes.
So the account was empty.
Yes, after the payment, yes.
Good. So which
After the
means no money was left from this Geology Fund.
The account is minus after the payment.
No, just listen to me. When you received your payment in July 2021,
Yes.
the 21st, there's a 4,745,039 brutes, correct? Am I right?
Yes.
Am I right? Do you confirm that? In January 2021.
Yes,
What we are trying to get at is the money you have paid to NDMEA probably did not come from this Geology Fund.
Let me get to my record. Let me get to the records, please. Few seconds. Okay.
Do you see what we are trying to do here? Mr. Jonga.
Yes, yes.
Let's take it one step at a time so that we
Yes.
can all understand.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
In July, 5 checks were cashed from your account, FI Bank or Vista account, correct?
Yes.
July 2021,
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
Now, the amount of $500,000 was said to be paid to NDMEA, correct?
Yes.
Your evidence is that this money is from the Geology Fund, correct?
Yes.
Now we have to verify that.
Yes.
How do we do that?
Yes.
We need to know the money, the last time Geology sent money to your account before July 2021, correct? Is that correct?
Yes.
Is that a correct assessment? And the last time we checked is January 2021, correct?
Yes.
21st of January 2021. Is that accurate?
Yes.
Okay. On that day, how much did Geology pay into your account?
January 1st, 2021, $4,745,039. Yes.
Good.
Yes.
$4,745,039 is 40 bottles.
Yes.
On the 20th of on that same day before the payment, you were at a minus, correct, of $815,388.98 bottles, correct?
So just give me a few minutes. Let me check that.
January 2021, FI Bank. Correct?
Yes.
Good.
Sorry, it was paid on the 21st of January, yes.
And before that, before the money bounced into your account, before the money was received,
Yes.
you were at a minus of $815,388.98 buttons.
Yes.
Good. So that when you received the $4,745,039.40 buttons, some part of that money had to sink,
Yes.
and you were left with an amount of $3,929,388.98
Yes.
buttons.
Yes.
No, so 42 buttons. Correct?
Yes.
Good. And now the January expenditure withdrawals and monies that were deposited is evident in this statement. So if you go to the 29th of January, you will see that the last amount that was in your account before you wrote at a minus was $98,100.22, correct? You see that?
The last amount for January?
The last credit you had before you were at a minus in January, that same month, was $98,100.22, correct?
Yes.
Good. So that in the same day, there were withdrawals made and you had a minus of $251,899.78, correct?
For January, yes.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
And then on the 30th, another check was signed, JNPC, you had probably a facility from the bank, you were at a minus of $336,847.48, correct?
Yes.
The minus goes on. For the full month of January, the amount that you were owing the bank was $368,718.06, correct?
Yes.
The list goes on. In February 2021, it was going up. $400,000 is plus. $500,000 is plus. It goes on. $600,000 is plus. Do you see that?
Yes.
So you were always at a minus. So that the payment in July, there was no other payment from the Geology Fund, right?
Yes.
Correct?
Yes, but just proceed. You see some inflows. You see 2.5
from
cash deposited by Amadou Toure.
Look, those inflows were not from the Geology Fund.
Yes, they are not. Yes.
Good.
Yes.
So that those inflows were the ones you were using to make other payments.
Yes.
So that to attribute the $500,000 from NDA to be the Geology Fund would be wrong. Because the Geology Fund was already exhausted. It already sunk. There was no dollar left.
Yeah, because like I said, if this inflows comes
is that correct?
Yeah, it's a reasonable
Not
explanation.
reasonable, factual. We go by facts. You have the statement, you can advise the commissioners. What I am trying to put across, what we are trying to put across here is that when you say that $500 paid to NDMEA was from the Geology Fund, that can easily be traced, which means as at the time you were paying the amount, the Geology Fund was still in the account and the monies were not spent on other things, be it to pay your loan or your overdraft or other lawful expenditure. As at this time that you were making the payment to NDMEA, there was no dollars left from the Geology Fund. Is that a correct statement?
That's a correct statement, but like I just wanted to clarify, when the inflow comes in,
right?
If the accounts are in debit, of course the fund sinks, and what we usually do is to apply for overdrafts to be able to continue with the operations.
Right.
Yes. So in that way, then it could be concluded that these are from the funds.
No, Mr. Jonga. Let's be honest here. If we are honest here, you can prefer another explanation is okay. This explanation does not add up, right? This idea that the Geology Fund is where you tapped from to pay the NDMEA is wrong. Don't be too hard to admit. I am wrong. The other payments may be correct, but this one does not come from the Geology Fund. Is that a fact or not? We just admit as it is. We move on, Mr. Jonga. We don't have to be too big to admit.
What?
We don't have to be too big to admit.
No, Council. I am humble to admit when
Thank you very much.
Yes.
You're my friend. You're my friend. I can say that openly. The idea is that here, the NDMA fund that you were trying to attribute to the Geology Fund is wrong, correct?
Okay.
No, not okay. Is it a yes or a no?
Yes.
Okay. Now, unless there are other questions, Chair, we will want to take time to do a similar exercise with the finance team in relation to this.
Jonga, there was an understatement of revenue to the tune of 9,312,722.72, and this is contained on in the records of the audit for 2020 and 2021.
Yeah.
Now, as at the time you left, was this understatement resolved?
Yes, well before even the finalization of the, before I left, it was resolved. I think we even went to FPAC, and then it was also clarified. I do not have the details.
Okay, give us the proof that you submitted to FPAC to prove that this 9 million
yes,
of understatement of revenue.
Yes, I will share with you the details from the National Audit Office.
All right.
Yes.
Also, there was the sum of $1,301,500, which is the payments without adequate supporting documents. Therefore, the audit is stating that they cannot ascertain. The audit is stating they cannot ascertain expended, whether actually is what has happened, because for most of the documents that they found attached to the voucher is just a claim and no supporting documents. Was this issue also resolved?
If you could permit me, I could go through the audit report and look at what was our response.
For this one, I haven't seen. Okay, I'll give you that opportunity. Now, Mr. Sonko.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you agree that looking at the records we have, the financial transactions in 2020, 2021, and 2019 did not follow due process, and they were not in compliance with the Financial Manual and the Finance and Audit Act?
Yes, ma'am.
Were you aware of this? Were you aware of this at the time?
Not entirely.
But you were aware at some point that due process is not followed?
At the time, I wasn't aware that due process wasn't followed.
This audit reports and the internal audit reports, did you have any opportunity whilst you were at the council to sit and discuss the findings of particularly the internal audit reports?
Well, normally when audit report comes, I left it with the CEO to discuss with the finance department, and then when they discussed, he will brief me.
So during your tenure, you did not discuss any of the audit reports, both internal and the external audit reports, at the level of council?
I can't recall well.
So during reports of council,
but I remember one time an audit report was discussed, and that has been the cause of penalizing some of the collectors.
one of the reports indicated that 12 collectors were found one thing, based on the records, that recommendation was made for action to be taken because of the activities they were involved in. And the records show that they clearly indicated that they were involved in fraud. What step did you take to deal with those 12 collectors?
I can't recall well, but I believe after revealing that, the CEO was assigned during our discussions to make a follow-up on that, and then he assigned the police to investigate. When the revenue collectors themselves acknowledged of suppressing the revenue, they wrote an apology letter, an acceptance letter, that they have did the actual act. And then I cannot recall very well, but I think the matter was discussed and then it was sent to establishment committee. When the establishment committee discussed on it, it was finally sent to the Local Government Service Commission for final action.
So what happened?
If I remember very well, the committee at the ministry, the Local Government Service Commission rather, suspended some and some were dismissed. I think, yes.
Can you give us communications to that effect?
Well,
is that the case, Mr. Jonga?
Yeah, I do not have a recollection of 12 collectors. I don't know who.
Is in the audit report?
Internal or national?
External.
Audit?
External. Audit.
External. Well, with regards to what action that we take for collectors that are adversely mentioned in the national audit reports, we go by the recommendations. If the recommendation is for recovery.
So now the chairman has said that it was sent to the establishment committee and it was further remitted to the service commission for action.
No.
Is that the case?
No, I don't have that record.
You don't have that record?
No. What I can remember is we act on the recommendations in the audit report.
No, what I'm asking is, what was their action taken with respect to this?
For the 12 collectors?
Yes.
No.
All right. Thank you. Council, you may proceed.
Yes. You are also asked to furnish the commission with evidence of monies that were deposited into the account with respect to the auction that took place, that you did in Brikama Area Council, and to account for the entire monies that were collected for this exercise.
Yes, I recall submitting all those records to the commission. I think it was in August last year. I submitted a copy of the investigation report in the matter of the auction, sale 2020, the auction report for 2020, and which was prepared by the finance manager, and report of the auction committee of March 2022. They were submitted on 8 August 2024.
Mr. Suso, Lamin Suso.
Yes.
It's an outstanding balance that was not paid, and he said it was paid. Standard. The amount, all the amount that was paid, that was received from this auction was $1,299,600. Correct? Now, Mr. Suso said this was deposited into the bank accounts because payments were received in bits and pieces.
Yes.
So as CEO, we need to see the evidence of the monies that were deposited by Mr. Suso.
If you go to like indicated in his report, if you go through the bank statement, you'll see the deposits.
No, we need you to do that. We could not see that. You need to do that for us and provide us with the evidence of the monies that were paid. That's what I said.
Okay. Deposits of the 1.2.
Yes, and there was a balance of $103,500.
Those amounts were recovered through records, but actually it has been very difficult to get records of those recoveries. But I can get the records of the deposits.
Because the amount, if it was recovered through the courts, we need to see evidence of recovery, that's number one, and evidence of deposit.
Yes, that has been, yes, that has been the most difficult part of getting the records of the outstanding. But the, but the 1.2 is in the banks. I can refer you to the bank statements.
So please do that.
Yes.
Separately, give us the dates during the break, and give us the balance that was recovered through the courts, and the evidence of it, or how it was spent. If it was spent on council's expenses, we need to see evidence that the money that was received was the, because remember, the first rule is to say that the law requires that monies that are collected must be deposited. You know this?
Yes.
Good. So that if the money is not deposited, it has to be, what should be done with the money? If the money is not deposited, what is the next step?
Money that is collected?
Yes. If it is not deposited, what should you do?
It should be deposited.
Yes, but in the event you cannot deposit it, you can pay to the receiving cashier.
Yes, the receiving cashier, yes. And you obtain a receipt from the receiving cashier.
And that will be recorded.
Yes.
And the correct, so that there is no ambiguity. No one will be lost here regarding the money that was spent, where is it from? That question will not be asked, right?
Yes,
so
that's correct.
If we don't have evidence of deposit, we expect to have evidence of receipt of the money by the cashier.
That's correct.
Detailing that this amount of money was recorded in the cashier's cash book.
Yes.
Coming from the auction. Is that a correct process?
That's correct, yes.
Good. So in the absence of that, any other expenditure cannot be attributed to that money, because we wouldn't have evidence of that.
Yes.
You agree with that?
Yeah, I agree, yes.
Good. So that's what we need.
Yeah. So if you have the statement of the GTB, we can go through the statements.
GTB?
Guaranteed trust, yes.
No. Take your time.
I agree, yes.
Good. So that's what we need. No. During the break, just highlight the date, so that when we come back, we'll just be quick. Okay. So you can just guide us through these monies. And then again, the cashier's cash book can also serve as an alternative in relation to proving monies that were received by council through Lyman Suso. Because Lyman Suso said that 103,500 was spent on council's expenses. Were you aware of this?
No, I'm not aware of the expenditure of this.
So the idea is that the proceeds of these funds are to be accounted for, and to know that it was received and accounted for, we have to look at the bank statements. If it cannot be seen there, then we have to look at the cashier's cash book, the civil cashier's cash book, and this we agreed on. And if it can't be seen from these two records, then it means we cannot ascertain the receipt of this money, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Do you agree with that?
Yeah, that's correct.
Good. So please record this, and then we will need this some point. So, Jonga, you did reconciliation with the finance guys, correct?
Yeah, we sent the records, but we did not have any feedback.
You've identified the vouchers for the withdrawals?
Yeah, we have arranged all the vouchers on monthly basis, but we are yet to.
Please proceed.
Yes, we have arranged the vouchers on monthly basis and did the reconciliation with the finance staff, but we are yet to receive a feedback
from the finance guys.
Yes.
Okay. Did you take down your records, or the records of the voucher numbers that you have identified in relation to the withdrawals?
Yeah, they are all listed on month-to-month basis.
Do you have a copy of that? Yourself? Did you make sure that you have your own copy?
Yes, I have a soft copy, yes.
You have a soft copy?
Yes.
All right, good. Any questions for Mr. Jonga?
I have some documents that I was asked to submit.
Okay, what documents do you have?
The documents on the waste trucks.
The waste trucks, okay.
Yes, and on the access routes.
All right.
Yes. Before you hand over those documents, you were asked to bring documents during the course of your previous appearance. Have you brought all those documents?
The last Thursday, you mean?
No, not last Thursday, your previous 6.
Yes, I have submitted all the documents that I am asked to submit.
You've brought everything?
Yes.
Okay. Did you bring the strategic plan 2020-2024?
Yes.
Did you bring the contract file 2019-2023?
Yes.
Did you bring the updated asset register?
Yes.
Your service rules?
The staff service rules, yes. Local government staff service rules, yes.
The professional development records?
The?
Professional development records, 2020-2023.
The training, you mean?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Final report on phony projects, Ministry of Finance and Audit. Did you present that one?
The phony fraud report?
Yes, final investigation report on
Yes.
phony projects.
Yes, yes.
Did you submit that?
No, I think it's a phony fraud, not project, I think.
Final investigation
Yes.
report on phony
Yes, I submitted
projects.
that. I submitted that. Is that the report that is carried out by the Internal Audit Directorate?
Did you submit instruction memo on GTR books?
Instruction memo on GTR books?
Yes.
No, I cannot recall being asked to.
You were asked to produce it.
Madam Chair, it was submitted.
Huh?
It was submitted.
Okay. What about the budget endorsement letters from Ministry of Lands?
Yes, I have submitted the budget endorsements.
Your internal audit reports?
Internal audit reports?
Yes.
Yes.
The contracts ledger for SAFJAS, buyers and metrics?
Yes.
Now, the CRBR, we requested for us to have the CRBR,
Yes.
and we've not yet had the opportunity of being presented with it. What is the problem?
This CRBR, I think, was it not submitted by Mr. Ba?
CRBR?
Yes.
No.
Can you please check your record? I think Mr. Ba submitted the.
We will check with the registrar, but
Yeah.
CRBR.
Yes, I remember.
not-
I remember. You know, Mr. Ba was also called to submit the same. So we met here on the same.
The main cash book.
Yes, the main cash book was the one that was outstanding. I have the cash book for 2021, I think 2022, but the main cash book was what was outstanding. Yes. The CRBR was submitted. Okay, I will check with Mr. Ba, because I remember we met here and then he was also asked to provide the same records. See.
Cross-check with the registrar, but what we have is still pending.
Okay, ma.
And list of contracted staff and service contracts that have been issued 2019 to 2023.
Yes, I provided the establishment register. I provided those records.
Did you provide the invoices from 5C Energy and payment details?
Yes.
All right, we'll cross-check with the registrar with the rest of the documents that you were asked to produce.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. So please present the documents that you have.
Yes. These are the documents on the waste trucks that you asked for. and the access routes. So you've also asked for evidence whether the loans that we took have been fully serviced. At this point, I cannot request for that information from the bank, but I think it can be evidenced by the loan agreement that we have. If you're looking at the loan duration, that is the tenor of the loan, you'll be able to see the durations by which the loan were supposed to be fully serviced.
Why would you have problem with the bank?
Because currently I am not a signatory to the accounts for Brikama.
But was there any reconciliation done before you left? If there was a reconciliation, it should be contained in the reconciliation.
Yeah, it can be, because it can be seen in my hand.
No, what I mean is, was there any reconciliation before you left?
Before I hand over, I have to get all the bank balances. They have to be indicated in my handing over notes.
That is not. I'm not asking about bank balances.
There was no reconciliation that was done with the bank.
Exactly. If there were reconciliations done, this would not have been a problem. But
but if you also go through the bank statement, we will be able to see that. Yeah, I think. Yes.
We apply to tender the following documents. The first is the Supersonic Microfinance letter addressed to Brikama Area Council on the 30th of November 2021, with the subject facility offer letter. The second is EcoBank, correspondence addressed to the Chief Executive Officer on the 23rd of February 2021, with the subject request for financing. We have the following documents in relation to the waste trucks. Is it the 8 waste trucks you said?
Yes, correct.
That the first is a letter, the date of which is 1st of August 2025. There's a cover letter stating that the General Council resolution for the production of the waste trucks, 2, revised garbage trucks purchase agreement, 3, minutes of the contracts committee on the procurement of the trucks, 4, seeking approval to procure waste trucks, 5, approval from GPA to procure waste trucks collection, 6, particulars of the 8 garbage trucks, and 7, vehicle hire purchase agreement. The documents we have is the minutes of the Conduct Committee meeting held on Wednesday, 29th of July 2020 in the office of the CEO. A letter addressed to the Marine Director, EcoBank, Gambia Limited, on the 25th of February 2021. A letter addressed to GPPA on the 14th of August 2020 with the subject seeking approval to procure waste collection trucks. A letter from 5C Energy, the 27th of July 2020, addressed to CEO Jonga, the subject garbage trucks purchase agreement. Letter from Brikama Area Council, West Coast Region, on the 7th of September 2020, addressed to the Chief Executive Officer, from Mr. Ismaila Jallo, Vice Chairman, with the Herein, convey of council resolution and approval of the hire purchase contract agreement on 8 garbage trucks. A letter from GPPA addressed to the Chief Executive Officer with the subject, request for approval to procure waste collection vehicles. Attached to the letter is another document from GPEA addressed to the Chief Executive Officer, Brikama Area Council, on the 12th of August 2020, with the subject request for approval to procure waste collection vehicles. The vehicle hire purchase agreement between the supplier 5C Energy Gambia Limited and Brikama Area Council. Signed by 5C Energy with their seal affixed therein, and Modou Jonga, the Chief Executive Officer of Brikama Area Council. The witnesses were Sheriffo Sonko, the Chairman, for B.A.C. These documents to be admitted into evidence and marked as exhibits.
The letter dated the 1st of August 2025, it is addressed to the Secretary, Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils, Jimbe Hotel. It has the caption, submission of documents in relation to the procurement of 8 waste collection trucks in 2020. The following documents that are to be admitted are as follows. All of these documents, Mr. Jonga, are they in relation to the 8 trucks?
Yes, ma.
All right. They are 1, General Council resolution for the procurement of the waste trucks. 2, revised garbage trucks purchase agreement. 3, minutes of the contract committee on the procurement of the trucks. 4, seeking approval to procure waste collection trucks. 5, approval from GPPA to procure waste collection trucks. 6, particulars of the 8 garbage trucks. And 7, a vehicle hire purchase agreement. It is prepared and signed by Modou Jonga, former CEO, Brikama Area Council, from the 1st of November 2019 to 7th of February 2024, and a file copy is maintained. These documents are admitted in a bundle as exhibit in evidence, and they are marked as LGC/BKAC/MJ in brackets 1/025.
As the Commission pleases. Now, Mr. Jonga, GPPA, when they responded to your first, it was required that you have to engage in, to subject this to a competition process. You recall this?
Sorry, can you please repeat what you just said?
All right. GPPA.
Yes.
When they replied to your letter,
Yes.
it was required that you should subject this to a competition process.
Yes. Yes. You will see our second letter. Was it on the 17th of August?
Okay, the first is on the 14th of August 2020.
Yes. So,
right?
Yes.
I will give you these documents, these exhibits. You can just guide me to the 17th of August letter.
Council, I did not see the copies for the GPPA. Do you have them with you? They are not here.
I don't see the 17th of August letter that you are referring to.
7th August. It should be 7th August.
For 7th?
Yes.
Okay, is it there?
It's not part of the document that I...
No, it's not part of it.
I had this document with me.
Well, it is not part of the documents that were admitted. In fact, you look at the cover note, you will see the documents that you have mentioned, and the ones that have been admitted by the chairperson. I don't think there's a letter of the 7th.
Yeah, because there are 2 letters seeking for approval. The one was dated on the 7th, and then on the 14th,
It's not submitted. Did you state that in your cover note?
Well, in my cover note, what I stated is seeking approval to procure waste collection trucks.
Okay. So it is not there, and the ones that were admitted, you have had it as they were read out. It is also not there. Maybe it is in your notes.
Yes, I will. It's not here, but I'll check for the copies.
Okay.
Yes.
And what do you want to say regarding that?
You know, you were mentioning that they have asked in their letter that we need to subject this to competition.
Yes. May I please have the exhibits back?
Yeah. So you could see. Yeah. So you could see after that on the 14th, we sent another letter back to GPPA.
On the 14th.
On the 14th, dated 14th August.
Right.
Then we had the approval from GPPA, you know, on the 10th.
On the 14th, what did it say? Can you please read it out?
In the response letter.
Sorry, Council, before we proceed, there is a letter that you said is not contained in the exhibit list.
Yes.
So please highlight that so that we have it on the records, that what we have admitted is not exhaustive as per the list I read out.
Yes, what we admitted is exhaustive as per what we have. He said that, I think he thought that the letter of the 7th was part of the document. It is not part of the ones that the chairperson read and
Yes.
admitted. So he has to bring it if it exists.
But for the ones that we admitted, everything is there?
Yes.
All right,
Yes.
thank you. I just wanted that clarification.
Yes.
Can I go ahead?
With reading the letter on the 14th?
Yes, now I'm reading the letter from GPPA dated on the 12th of August,
Right.
2020, in response to our letter dated 7th August 2020, which I have not provided.
Okay.
Then I will provide.
Okay.
So that is the letter that is saying we are advised to subject this procurement to competition.
Right.
Now we responded to the 12th August letter with a response dated on the 14th of August.
Right.
To spell out our reasons for not being able to subject this to competition.
Please state it. Read it out. Sorry.
The letter is dated 14th August 2020, addressed to the Director General Gambia Public Procurement Authority, 9th
Right.
Kairawa Avenue, seeking approval to procure waste collection trucks. Can I?
Yes,
go on?
please.
Okay. The management of council is at an advanced stage of negotiation with a private partner of council, 5C Energy Limited, located at LG Building at the Brusubi Roundabout in Combonot, for the purchase of 8 new specialized waste collection and disposal trucks already imported into the country.
Right.
The type of vehicles are not available in country, and 5C Energy is the company that agreed to get them for us. Currently, the council does not have the funds readily available to procure the trucks, due mainly to drastic drops in our revenue collection this year because of the COVID-19 pandemic. The initial offer from 5C Energy was a lease proposal, whose terms we found to be quite unfavorable, as it lacks value for money for council. The proposed lease rates were in the sum of $2,500 monthly per vehicle for the first year, and $2,000 monthly in the second year, and $1,500 in the third year, after which council will have the option of buying the vehicles at an agreed price, while at the same time responsible of the maintenance. After our rejection of the above offer, council proposed a hire purchase agreement, during which council will pay back the cost of these vehicles and all expenses totaling to $200,000 with an extra amount as profit. However, a lengthy negotiation ensued, during which many offers and counter offers were made and rejected, until it was agreed that council pays a 25% profit on top of the total expenses. As the most rapidly urbanizing and most populous local government area, there is an obvious and critical need for these new vehicles to enable us live up to our responsibility of ensuring adequate waste collection and disposal, which is getting out of hand, especially in the major growth centers, Waste collection and disposal is a complex challenge facing the council, and due to our limited capacity to adequately collect the waste being generated on a daily basis from the communities, that has put extra financial burden on the council in terms of hiring of trucks to clean up dump sites. This dump site also poses health hazards to the public, such as malaria, diarrhea, respiratory infections, among others. Furthermore, 5C Energy has ordered these specialized vehicles, and these have been in country for over a year now, and are willing to partner with us in terms of maintenance and other technical support for the sustainability of the vehicles. It is against this background that we sincerely request your kind approval to proceed with this vehicle agreement. The draft hire, purchase agreement, and evidence of expenditure on the vehicles by 5C Energy Limited are here attached for your perusal. Signed by Mr. Modou Jonga, Chief Executive Officer, copied to the Governor West Coast, to the Chairman, to the Governor West Coast Region, Director of Finance, Procurement Manager, and File.
What was your reason for not subjecting this to an open tender, to a competitive process?
We do not have the funds readily available to procure these trucks at the time.
Okay, but that's not the main reason. The main reason is you are already in an advanced negotiation stage with 5C. If you don't have the funds, you may have had other companies who would be interested maybe to pre-finance this.
No, the main reason, Council, is we do not have the readily available funds.
That's the secondary reason. If you don't have the funds that are readily available, that is not the main requirement as to why you should proceed with 5C. That is a requirement in relation to engaging in a hire purchase agreement, so that there may be other suppliers that may be willing to engage with you in a hire purchase agreement.
If we had the funds, we wouldn't have negotiated with 5C. We would have subject this to competition.
True.
Yes. So
No,
because
true.
we do not have the funds readily available,
Right.
that has forced us to negotiate.
Give me the letter. Give me the letter. Let me show you what you have stated. What you have stated is not what you are saying now.
Well, the motivation for negotiation is because we don't have the funds. Sorry,
No.
the second one is here.
No, let's follow the sequence of the issues here, Mr. Jonga. Before you wrote to GPPA, you had already discussed this with 5C, correct?
Before we wrote to
GPPA.
GPPA.
You have already engaged 5C.
But the motivation was because we don't have the funds.
No, I haven't asked that question yet.
Yes.
Before you even wrote to GPPA to follow procurement process, you had, this was confirmed by the chairman. The chairman answered these questions, and it even thought wrongly that they didn't follow procurement process, but answered these questions. Because the idea or the facts are, 5C was already in contract with B.C, right? For revenue collection, digital revenue collection, correct?
Yes.
When you needed trucks, you had already engaged them. You were discussing this issue with 5C before you engaged GPA. Is that a yes or a no?
That is yes.
Good. And so the issue is you knew you don't have money, right?
Yes.
And so if the sole reason was that you do not have finance, that cannot stop you from having an open tender. You can still invite bidders who may be willing to fund this project in a pre-finance agreement, correct? Is that a yes or a no?
Yes, that is also a reasonable option, yes.
No, that's what?
It's also a reasonable option, yes.
No, it's not a reasonable option. That is a reality. That 5C, can you say for certain that 5C is the only company that was willing to pre-finance?
Because there was no confirmation from other companies.
No, and how can you have confirmation if you don't have engagement?
Yes, that's why I am coming to council.
No, you're not coming to that.
How do you know?
I know.
No,
A after A is B after B is C.
No,
That's
that's
alphabetical order. The issue here, Mr. Jonga, is very simple. Your problem was finance. You don't have the liquid, the money in hand to buy these trucks, correct?
Yes.
And so you needed somebody who would be willing to pre-finance.
Yes.
Did you ask everyone?
No, we did not.
Good. And the law says you must ask everyone.
Yes.
Good. But you only asked 5C.
Yes.
Why?
Our reasons are spelled out in the reasons.
Answer my question. Why did you only engage 5C? This was GPPA's correspondence.
No, this was my correspondence to GPPA.
Before you engaged GPPA, we had already tabled out the facts that you had already engaged 5C.
Yes, we engaged 5C, but we did not have contact with 5C at the time.
I did not say you had contract with 5C already.
Yes.
You were in advanced talks. Your words were advanced talks.
Yes.
Advanced means what? Deep into the negotiations.
Yes.
Before you engage GPPA. Correct?
Yes, yes.
That's a fact?
Yes.
Mr. Sonko, Chairman, is that a fact?
Yes.
Good. So now, at the time that you were in advanced talks with with 5C, why did you not invite others who may even give you a better deal? That is the issue here. 5C is not the only company that will be willing to do pre-financing. Mohamed Jah of Q Group did it with KMC.
That is correct. But I also want to draw the fact that you have these trucks at 12.5 million.
No, let's forget about that. Mr. Jonga, let's just answer the question first, and then you can justify as to perhaps X, Y, Z.
Yeah, it was wrong. It was wrong.
Oh, good. That is the issue. So that all other processes with GPP were only formalities. You understand that? Because if you had genuinely wanted to commit the council's funds, because you'll be paying for them later, so the council's funds, the idea is to have the least amount for the product you desire, right?
Yeah.
And so to know that you will have the least amount for the product you desire is to open the process.
Yeah.
And so if you don't open the process, you stand a chance of paying more than you were supposed to pay for. So that the footing, the initial addition to engage 5C without GPPA would have been entirely wrong. Mr. Sonko, Chairman,
yes.
You agree with this?
Yes, I agree with you. But at that time, when the council was, or the region was clearly in need of these waste trucks.
Now, not the intentions. You know, not even the devil knows the intention of man, right? So the intention may be right, may be genuine, and so on and so forth. We are only concerned with the process. So if you agree with the fault in this process, then we move on to other issues, right? And now, may I have the other exhibits? You see, GPPA, when they wrote to you, they had to try to remind you, no, let's get this into a competitive process. Let's try to get others. It was done before. It was in 2020. Others have done this before in other area councils, right? So they said that in one of the no, where is the document for the GP approval? They said on the 12th of August 2020 that we have made a review of your submission, being the request for the procurement of 8 new waste collection and disposal specialized trucks through private partnership. Please be informed that the authority cannot approve your request at this stage due to the following reasons: absence of the minutes of the contracts committee, 2, absence of the GPA form such as GPPA form 100, GPA form 12, declaration made by the members of the contracts committee. 3, private partnership should be subjected to competition. Now, this is a requirement. Like, it's not, there is no excuse for this. Now, they were at fault. They were at fault. Now, they sent a letter when you already, on the 10th of September 2020, the letter reads,